Hello and welcome to the Polish Foodies YouTube channel. Today I want to teach you how to make bigos, authentic Polish sauerkraut stew with kiełbasa, Polish sausage and bacon. This is my mother-in-law's recipe and I think it's absolutely the best. It's different than my parents or grandma were cooking, but in my opinion this is the best bigos that I have ever tasted. And it's really simple to make also. So the ingredients that we need to have to make bigos are sauerkraut. I have it in here and it's 2.5 pounds of sauerkraut, which is like 1 kilo and 200 grams. I also have onions. This is it's already cut in half moons. It's 3-4 average onions. Kiełbasa, Polish sausage. It's 2 pounds of kiełbasa, which is like 1 kilo, and 1 pound of smoked bacon. It's like 500 grams. So these ingredients are must-have. You may also add mushrooms. It's a handful of mushrooms. It's already cooked before, so the first step for you will be to cover your dry mushrooms with water for 2 hours or maybe even overnight, and then cook them until soft. If you don't have time to cover them with water before, just cook them until soft, but it will take longer time. We will also need tomato paste, which is koncentrat pomidorowy, tomato concentrate. In the traditional recipe you don't have it, but I really recommend to add it because it makes the flavors better and I love this. So we have 16 ounces of koncentrat pomidorowy, tomato paste, which is like 400-450 grams. And finally, one other ingredient that is also not necessary, but you may add it. It's plum jam, so it's powidło śliwkowe. This is basically like plums that are cooked very slowly, no sugar added. So it's not really necessary again, as well as mushrooms. So the first step is to cook your mushrooms, as I said before. And the next thing you need to do is to cook your sauerkraut for about 15 minutes. It's already in the pot. For me, I've already covered it with water and I will cook my sauerkraut. Usually you don't need to rinse it first with water, but if you have a really sour sauerkraut, then you may rinse it with water first. But it's not really a case in most cases. Okay, so right now we are going to cook our sauerkraut, and then your next step will be to peel and cut your onions into half moons. I've already done that. And then we will dice our bacon. Right now, when you have your onions cut, we'll need to dice the bacon. So the bacon usually has a very tough bottom, so I simply cut it out. And you need to dice your bacon and fry it on the pan. We will use one pan and one big pot all the time. So my other tip is to use a big pot for your sauerkraut, because we are going to mix our bigos in this pot and add the remaining ingredients to that. So simply dice your bacon right now. And now it's time to fry our bacon. We will fry it until the entire fat is melted. And then we will gently remove only the meat from our pan and fry our onions using the same fat that we have on the pan. So when your bacon and onion are frying, now you can dice your kiełbasa. So you are basically dicing it in any shape you want. For me it's like the single crotons maybe, but it's up to you how big chunks of your kiełbasa you like. My mother-in-law cut it into very small chunks, and after that, when her bigos is ready, she is also serving it with cut kiełbasa, like in the slices or in bigger chunks. So it's up to you. I don't really like meat, so for me no kiełbasa is necessary, but I just make it in the shape like maybe fingernail. Yes, I think the fingernail is a good shape, like this. So let's dice our kiełbasa. Okay, so our bacon is fried, and right now I will just take out the meat using the slotted spoon because I need to leave the fat on the pan. I will be using the same fat to fry my onions. So as you can see, the bacon is crispy and we have lots of fat left. Using the same fat, I will fry my onion. And finally, it's time to dice our mushrooms if you decided to add them. So again, you are dicing them into the small chunks, the fingernail size probably. And that's it of dicing and chopping. 15 minutes later, the sauerkraut needs to be drained. So check your time, because it will be somewhere in the middle of frying bacon, onion or kiełbasa. When your onions are fried, add it to your sauerkraut if it's cooked. If not, you might just place them on a pot or on a plate, anywhere you like, because we will need this pan to fry kiełbasa. The last step is to fry our kiełbasa. You don't need to add more fat because kiełbasa is fatty itself, so we just need to fry it. So everything is ready, kapusta is fried, bacon is fried, I have sauerkraut with onions in here, and I realized that my pot was too small, so I will just transfer it onto bigger pot. And this step is basically all you need to do is to mix all the ingredients together. So I'm adding my fried kiełbasa, bacon, five tablespoons of plum butter. Again, it's not necessary, it will just give you your bigos more flavor, but you don't have to add it. 16 ounces of tomato paste, koncentrat pomidorowy. And now when it comes to spices, I cannot tell you how much salt you need to add, because it all depends on how sour is your sauerkraut. I usually buy very sour sauerkraut, so I don't add any salt to my bigos, mainly because it's also eaten by the kids and I don't like using too much salt. Okay. But you may add 1 tablespoon of dried marjoram. I will just add it like that. And also ground cumin, half teaspoon. It's good to serve cumin with kapusta because it will make digestion process easier. And also some pepper. So it's up to you how much pepper you want to add. Oh, and one last thing, our mushrooms. And right now we just need to mix it all together to make our bigos. And when it comes to bigos, it tastes best when you fry it. So my mother-in-law actually, after making it all, like mixing bigos, she's frying it part by part on the pan. Because kapusta and sauerkraut, they just like being fried. So the more you fry your bigos, the better it gets. You can also freeze it, because kapusta, cabbage, sauerkraut like being frozen. So I think I will freeze my bigos, a part of my bigos as well for Christmas, so that I can have it before the holidays. And okay, and when you mix it all together, it's time to taste bigos. Whether it's salty enough, whether it has enough pepper, pepper. Okay. So bigos is obviously the type of food that doesn't really look pretty, but it's delicious. So this is my bigos. Okay, let me just try it, whether it has enough salt and pepper. I think it needs some salt. But it's really up to you how much salt and pepper you are going to add. So I think that's it. This is our bigos. I think it's the best. I think that tomato paste, this koncentrat pomidorowy, makes it so delicious. So bigos is traditional Polish Christmas food. If you want to organize authentic Polish Christmas this year, you may buy my cookbook. It's called the Polish Christmas Cookbook, and it includes 50 authentic Polish recipes, bigos included, but also pierogi, gingerbread cake, many other types of cake, poppy seed roll, kapusta with beans, even the drinks, like traditional Polish Christmas drinks. So the Polish Christmas Cookbook can be ordered online. The delivery time all around the world takes about 2 weeks. And I think it's really amazing. I love this cookbook. I've published 10 cookbooks so far, and this one is my favorite. So I will link to the offer in the description below. You may check it out. And in the meantime, you may also watch my other videos with Polish Christmas recipes and Polish recipes in general. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye!